Good morning. Welcome to sunny Winnipeg. Okay, in step 23, which we are so close to turning the page on, there is this little ladder here. One of the viewers mentioned it, don't forget about that ladder. And I replied back, I wanted to wait until I get this piece mounted onto the island, because the bottom end of this ladder I believe touches the starts out on the deck of the island, I think, and it'll be a lot easier to get it in place then. However, I was looking at this part right here, and I was realizing that this has to be mounted on this part right here. And that goes back to step 22. So we didn't completely finish step 22. We got all the components made that it wanted us to make, which included the island. Yeah, so maybe we'll try and put that piece on. No. Because if I put it on, then how am I going to paint this thing? Yeah, because I wanted to spray it. I didn't want to brush it. Maybe what I should do is set up and paint this. I thought we were going to be able to flip the page today and get on step 24. Because we've done everything else. We haven't done it well, but we've done it. At arm's length, it looks good. That's the main thing. Speaking of looking good, let's get ourselves ready to get that good-looking Missy. Here we go. 5 degrees Celsius, starting to warm up. When I first got up this morning, I don't know what this one said, but the one in the backyard said 0, which is 32 Fahrenheit. And right now, well, not right now because I can't see it, but probably about 10 minutes ago, I was opening up the curtains, and I was looking at my grandson's car, which is on the front lawn, and it looked like there's frost. So, yeah, it probably froze last night in places. Excuse me. And, yeah. But I will be getting out on the bike today. I got 5 rides in yesterday. Now here's the thing. I only went out 3 times. How could you have 5 rides if you only went out 3 times? Well, I call this a ride. I get on my bike. I go to McDonald's or Tim Hortons or whatever it is. That's one ride. When I get off, and then I get off, I go in and I drink my coffee or whatever, and when I come back out, that's another ride. It's only one trip, but it's 2 rides. So that's how that's happening. Just some people are wondering, how is that possible? You only went out 3 times, but you had 5 rides. Then the last ride I had yesterday, I didn't get off the bike. I just sort of tootled around because I just wanted to get out and ride. And so that one trip was also just one ride. So, but anyway, yeah, we're having a lot of fun here on that bike. I'm actually pleasantly surprised that I'm not getting sick of it. I was kind of wondering, when I first got that thing way back in April, am I going to get sick of doing this? But no. I look forward to it every day. I look forward to it, even when it's cold and I gotta bundle up and put on my neck scarf and and my visor starts to fog up and I have to have it open a little crack and yeah. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, tell you what, I'm going to push stop here. I'm going to drag my spray booth over here so I can use it. And I'm going to spray this part with the 82. And I'm wondering, should I maybe do the island at the same time? Because the island has to be the 82. Is there any little tiny parts that have to go on that island now that I'm also going to want 82? Sprayed 82, I don't think so. Well, it could be. Okay, we're dealing with the, because the stuff we're going to be sticking on the island later, most of it we're going to be wanting to have it painted a different color, like the railing and so on. It goes on to the island after the island is painted, because the railing is black. Okay, I think let's stop flapping my lips here. Let's get our spray booth moved over, and might be a short episode today. We'll see what happens. Here again, whenever I say that, then chances are it's going to be a long episode. It just depends on how it goes. This whole day is unscripted. I don't know what's going to happen. I know what I'd like to see happen. I'd like to see us get through into step 24, but okay, yeah. Well, Blue Jays. I wonder how they're doing. They're probably doing pretty good. Yeah, they're a good team.
Oh, the wind chill's -5.
Well, I thought I saw frost on Gavin's car this morning.
Did you see me scraping my car?
No, I didn't. I heard you go out, but around 6:30 or something like that. But I didn't check the monitor to see what you were doing. I minded my own business, Missy.
Aha.
Okay.
There's a rare occurrence.
Okay. Up. There you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty hard to mind your own business when you got 10 cameras on the outside of your house looking all over the place.
I know. And they're all there, even when you're sitting on the toilet trying to mind your own business. The whole world is there.
That's right. Nobody can sneak up on me.
I'm just hoping it's not a two-way camera. Thanks, Uncle Ron.
Thank you for coming, Missy.
Oh, Missy loves this temperature of the air. She just was going and going and going uphill and downhill, and
Well, she won't overheat today.
oh, she just loves it.
No, this is bright and sunny.
Then you got a kind of a winter coat on, and it's nothing like a winter day.
Bye, Missy.
Have a good ride today, Ron.
We'll see ya.
See ya.
Okay. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Now, I was just in the process here of setting up to spray. And I was trying to get my lens focused on the mesh of this strainer here. And trying to get it so that when I swing everything around to where I'm going to do my spraying, it's going to stop automatically in the right spot. Yeah, I think it will. I have fun doing this. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, just let me continue on here. Okay, now I think if I can hold this like this, I should be able to spray both sides. But then how do I get it off my hand afterwards? Unless I was to stick something up in the inside like this. Yeah, I could grab hold of that. That'd work. Alright, we'll give it a try anyway. Hope I don't have to do too much touching up. And I got my thinned out number 82 here. And we'll waste the little pipette because I've got lots of these little ones, but not too many of the big ones left. So, okay, let's zoom ourselves in a bit here. We might have to add more later. We'll see what happens. Maybe I should do is fill it right up now. And hopefully I don't have to add more later. Now this is fairly thin. I got to remember that. Okay, now hopefully when I swing this over to its preset stop, it's going to be right in the middle underneath this thing right here, because I'm going to zoom in all the way here again. Let's close that up. Now hopefully the white background that you see right there is going to allow the detail on this to be seen. At least that's the plan. So let's get our fan going here. And we will zoom in. Okay. Here we go. Start with the bottom. Oh. Forgot to remove my needle cap. It doesn't want to come off. Okay, gently put this back down. Okay, it appears that the needle cap is stuck on there. I must have had a little bit of paint or something on it when I put it on, or else I put it on too hard. So we'll just have to This one I don't want to zoom in all the way, so let's just see what's going to happen here. I need my left hand to zoom. That might be alright. Now, the top here is going to have a piece go on it, and I'm going to be painting that black. So I don't need to worry about if I don't get the top painted. I almost zoomed you the wrong way there, didn't I? Okay, I think I've got these two pieces here about as good as I can get them. Alright, I'm just going to push stop here and try and get my fingers out of there. Okay, we've got our airbrush basically cleaned up here. Just a back flush cleaning. I'm not doing the disassembly thing. The back flushing seems to work, and that seems to be good enough. And if I find that it doesn't work, you know, if I start having problems with things plugging up, then I'm going to go back to the way of I used to do it before. But yeah, we're basically cleaned up here, and the sun is still shining nice and bright. I want to go for a bike ride. So we'll see what happens when I get back. What do we got here? It's almost 1:45. I'll probably be back by about 2:45, maybe sooner. Anyway, we'll see what happens. I don't know. Well, maybe we'll be able to take a look at these parts here. They're just sitting up on top of the spray booth right now, drying. So, yeah, we'll see how they came out. There's still actually wet spots on them if I look in the right place. So, yeah, we'll see you when I get back. Okay, I'm back. I've actually been back for about 15-20 minutes already. But when I was putting my bike back into the box and closing the door over, I saw a little spot of blood on the door, just underneath where that screw is that I put in to hold the door shut. And then on the patio stones, there's a little spot of blood, about this big. And I thought, that must have just happened because I didn't notice it this morning. But apparently it was there this morning, I just didn't see it. So I came in the house and I thought, I wonder what happened. And then I thought, hey, I can check my surveillance system and run it back and see what happened. Well, it turns out that a cat was chasing what I believe was an injured rabbit. And the injured rabbit came scampering across the patio and it jumped and it hit its head on the, you could actually see it happen, hit its head on the door. And that's where the blood spot on the door was. Now I think the rabbit was already injured. Probably the cat had already had a fight with it. And then the cat was sort of underneath the door. You know how that bulge on that door sort of overhangs a little bit so that the Goldwing will fit. Anyway, the rabbit was sort of underneath that. Eventually it came out and ran off and the cat took after it. Yeah, that's too bad. So I got a feeling that we have one less rabbit in the neighborhood right now. Yeah, Wild. What was that? Wild Kingdom that used to. One of those nature shows used to show lions chasing a gazelle or something like that. Well, I'm not going to show that. Okay. I'm going to call her quits here. We'll take a good look at these things tomorrow. They're probably dry now, but I'm getting a little bit tired and I got to do a bunch of editing, and we'll look at them tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. All being well, we will see you tomorrow, unless I get chased by a cat.